more time.
No, look, you know the deal. And we've done this before, and I think it's a pretty good deal for you. I mean, you don't have to pay anything.
Okay, and what would your wife think?
Who cares what she thinks? Hey, is she here? No, don't worry about her.
I told you that last time was the last time. So...
Okay, but you don't seem to get it. You're either gonna take your clothes off and do what we did before. I mean, we've done it twice already. So, we can do it again just like that. Nobody has to know.
I'm just gonna have to tell your wife, Mr. Ross.
Oh, okay. I'll put her out on the street just like I'll put your ass out on the street. Don't worry, I pay her rent too. You know, I pay all her bills. Okay, look, are you, you're gonna either do, what do you want me to do? Hey, I'll take you out on a date. Will that help?
No.
Will that make you feel better?
No.
Okay.
No, it wouldn't. No.
Okay, look, you got about 35 minutes to take off your clothes. Bed's right out here, and we're gonna do it, and then you can pay me the rent later. You won't have to worry about it anymore.
No.
Wagwan guys, what's going on? I hope you're doing well. I cannot complain myself. Wow, interesting video right there. You know, you just got a glimpse. A lot of times people say, man, if I could be a fly on the wall in that room. You just got a little glimpse. And I said it before, like with the advent of the mobile phone, and then these guys are upgrading these cameras. Like on the new iPhone, they came out with 3 cameras, and then like they just didn't stop there. Like on the newer versions, like they're making the camera even more high definition. And then like on the Google Pixels and stuff, they have software to where you can edit stuff out of pictures that you've taken without having to upload any third-party app or software in order to, like, you know, use those functions. So I'd say that just to start off with, you know, technology is just taking off. Okay. And these new iPhones, the camera is getting clearer and clearer and clear, you know, but initially it has to be shot in 4K for you to get that same resolution. Like, the picture will be clear, but you can still see it's a grainy image that it was first shot on, you know. But anywho, you know, you just seen the video, right? You just seen the video, and this lady, point blank period, is a lady who has had enough. I don't know if you've seen that movie Enough with Jennifer Lopez. I went to the movie. My mother took all of oh my goodness, my mother took all of us to the movies to go watch that movie. Ridiculous, right? Anywho, check this out, man. Listen, dude. Listen. Very sad, man, but it's reality. It's sad. It's reality. You see, you know, this, you know, beast rear its ugly head, and the name written on its forehead is reality, and it is ugly. You know what I'm saying? And it's also, you know, has a partner with them, and the name on its partner head is the truth. Ah! There's a big bug in here. I just saw it. So yeah, okay. With that being said, okay. So this is what happened. Okay, as you see in the video. These guys, they're having a dispute over rent. It's simple. You know, you serve them an eviction. I think it's a little bit different with, I'm not too sure. I know it could be different, like, because it's like a, you know, it's a landlord. And so they're more like on a personal basis where, like, this is not like he owns the property, right? So I don't think that he could just put them out, like, if they don't pay the money on the first, you know what I'm saying, of every month. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a little different process. And then plus he knows her, like, maybe on a more personal level, because the exchange is like, you know, it's more personable. Like, I don't know if he offers any online, you know, service, like to where she can pay online and don't have to meet him. But like, let's say, you know, maybe he's just like more involved in this whole process, right, of, you know, renting out his property. Or if there's any repairs, maybe he's the repair guy. He's making the repairs, or he's going to be the initial face that you see, right? All these other things come into play. However, you know, it seems like, you know, this video can be really touchy. So like, I approach it, you know, as like, I approach it in this sense. For an example, I don't know if you guys ever watched it was a show when I was little. I didn't have cable either. I think it came on, like, I can't even remember the network. Was it ABC? I don't even know. It was just like one of those knockoff, like the same channels that like Caillou came on and stuff like that, and Dragon Tales and stuff like that. It was some more shows, I just can't remember the names. But it's called The Big Comfy Couch, right? And like each show, they would basically, you know, have fun or whatever, party or whatnot, dance and do all that stuff, and then make a mess, right? They'll make a mess on the couch. You know, everything was done at the house. You feel me? They didn't need to go out or whatever. So anywho, it's 8 o'clock. So anywho, right? At the, like, close to the end of every show, right, she would always, like, they would always come to the conclusion, like, whoa, wait, hold up, who made this mess? And you've been watching the show all this time, you know what I'm saying? Like, you realize, dude, you two guys are the ones who made this mess. No one else made this mess but you guys. So they'd figure it out, and then they would clean up or whatever, right? So that's that. In comparison to the, you know, with that example I just given to you guys, I'm not shocked. I'm not appalled. I'm not amazed. Now, that doesn't mean I cannot reserve those feelings for, you know, unseen incidents yet, right? I'm just saying, like, I'm not amazed. I understand this is how individuals function, right? And he said, hey, you know, he's admitted to it. He's not being interrogated. She's not interrogating him. They're having a conversation, you know, in her place of residence, right? It is what it is. I gotta be honest with you. Now, could I say, does it look like maybe she was coerced? Yes, of course, right? She feels uncomfortable and she pops on a camera. She has a camera fixed there, probably because she's like gotten herself in a situation where you can't get out. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna end up slipping and falling, you know what I'm saying, and making a mess. And this is what I'm saying, guys. Listen, man. She pops on his camera. This guy is so loud. This guy is so blatantly obnoxious, and I'm talking about, it's just in your face, where this guy is now right, he's like bartering, like, you know what I'm saying, maybe even bargaining. He's like trying to get her to understand where he's coming from. And it's just so weird to me. It's like, what? Like, so this is how you talk yourself into, you know what I'm saying, entertaining nefarious activities as, you know, as such, right? This is kind of, you can hear him, this is like his inner voice that he's just projecting out now. It's like, so this is like, you know what I'm saying? So he says, oh yeah, you know, we've done it before or whatnot. And I'm like, I don't know if I can believe that, but, you know, she's like, well, you know, this time. So basically he's trying to get, you know, he's trying to get more than rent. He's trying to get her to exchange You know what I'm saying? And basically an act of favor in exchange for rent. Okay. And going off what he said, it's happened in the past. You know, looking at this video, it's like she needs to figure something out to where she can make some money legally, right? And have a W-2, 1080, have something going on. And you know, it's just that's life, right? I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's her deal. You know, I don't know if she just may need to get a Section 8, right? Because of her circumstances, because she can't afford that type of rent. Because, I mean, in situations like this, you know, you have this landlord, obviously, who's taking advantage of, you know, his tenant. Okay. The video kind of ended a little bit quickly. I mean, I could really come out and have like a choice of words and say, "Oh, you, you know," and all this other stuff, right? I could do that if I wanted to, but like, we're all adults and we know, like, you know, A squared plus B squared equals C squared, right? Yeah. And then we all know, like, that's called the Pythagorean theorem, right? We all know that. Okay. We all know how like to get to C squared. It's pretty simple. So, you know, it's just one of those things where you have to come to grips with reality and be like, okay, we just witnessed that just happened. And those things happen. You don't have to, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, those things happen. Now, am I saying, are they right and wrong? No, it's right and wrong things that always happen. We try to understand that. We try to look at things for what they are, right? We try to, you know, gain understanding and meaning from the things that we look at. But it's like, sometimes you have to stop making issues or situations bigger than what they are. Sometimes it's laying in plain sight. And yes, it was wrong. The guy definitely, like, the way he's moving and the way he's like acting, I can see that being a major issue, a major problem, because it's not okay. It's just one of those things where, like, no, that's not okay. She shouldn't have to deal and put up with that. And in fact, she knows that. That's why she put the camera there and she wants to say, look at this, y'all. Can you believe that? Yes. Look at, people act like that every single day. He felt like he was so entitled to, because she was like, how does he even come up to that conclusion? Like, what gave him the impression that that's something that he could do? Like, is she staying there by herself? You know, does she have a roommate? Does she have any friends that could like help her? You know what I'm saying? And she turns to the internet. She uploads this, obviously, because, you know, the internet pretty much is undefeated, right? Well, I won't say it's undefeated, but the internet has a pretty good record, right, of finding you out. So we'll just go with that. But, you know, it's sad. I'm pretty sure you could definitely nitpick this, and like, I'm talking about, and just rage, right, on the nitpicking side. But I'm just gonna go ahead and say, look, man, this guy was definitely wrong. Probably coerced her, if that was true. If this was not the only occurrence, if this was just the one that they caught on camera, which happens all the time. Okay, and I just want to say that it happens all the time. Okay, and yeah, man, ridiculous. But I guess shout out to her for, you know, exposing the truth. And this guy has a wife. He said he'll put the wife out and her out. That's how bold he is. But once he puts the wife out, she's getting half. So that's why he was really trying to be a good slick talker. you know, and you hate to see it, but guys, what they do is they just have, they don't have no peripherals. Their vision, like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you ever play Madden, they came out with like the QB vision. Some people don't have any vision. They can't see. They have no foresight. You know what I'm saying? That's why people say you haven't been through nothing, because you can't understand. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't, it's hard for you to understand, bro. It's hard for you to, what's the word I'm looking for, man? It's hard for you to, you know, foresee, you know, anything basically, but like, you know, the way you move, your actions and all that good stuff. You know, it's telling, you feel me? And, you know, you learn from your previous experiences. You know, some people just have the gift of gab. Some people you're just like, man, this guy's good. You know what I'm saying? This guy was brought up very well. You feel me? And then some people, it's like they just slide on by. They're just getting passed along. And then till they meet their demise, where the person's like, no, I'm not gonna pass you. You know what I'm saying? You're about to, you know, receive the grade you deserve. Okay, and that's it. Okay. So if you like this type of content, you should subscribe to my YouTube channel. And most definitely, if this is your second time watching a video on my channel, plus or more, you need to go ahead and subscribe right now. Okay. Leave a comment. Let me know how you feeling. It is appreciated. Hey, I appreciate all the guys who have subscribed to my YouTube channel. Most recent and just period. Appreciate you guys. Got some more content like this coming out. Stay locked in. Peace, guys. I'm out.